So I had to play the game Rain World for homework in my graduate program about game design. And as I was playing, I took some screenshots and some video recording of just interesting moments that stood out to me for different reasons. And so I'm just going to kind of play some of those back and narrate what I noticed as I was playing, or wanted to talk about from a game design perspective in these scenes. So, Rain World is a Metroidvania where you're exploring this world that is kind of overgrown and run down, post-apocalyptic, and there's really dangerous rain. But I hadn't actually encountered the game for the first 3 hours of my playtime, maybe? I don't know, 2? But we'll get to that. Anyway, so you're this little ferret creature running around, encountering different stuff, and so there's these giant green lizards that are trying to eat you. I was just standing really still because I wasn't sure if they were going to try and attack me and how to get around them. And then I went to this room where this pink lizard's head was just kind of exploding, and I was just like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? So my character just kind of pauses there and then like is totally looking at the thing as it walks by, gets upstairs and is like, what just happened? I love how the ferret just kind of looks at the camera and blinks and then like looks back. It's like, did you just see that? Like, what was that? I just thought it was a really cute little moment. Because that was definitely like a weird thing in the world to see, just a monster that its head had exploded. But I think it was trying to show me the rain is dangerous. But I didn't pick up on that because there's so much going on in every scene. It's very hard to get some of those messages. So here's a look at the map. So see, there's that blinking red character here. That's a dead end I got to, and there was another dead end I got to with a red character, and I'm trying to find it on the map. But notice how there's this parallax background of the map that is lighter color and sometimes isn't showing and then magically shows up. It's very confusing and hard to navigate. I had a lot of trouble deciphering this map, and okay, see, now I found the red symbol, but trying to remember where I just came from and what's the most efficient route to get back there, if that's where I wanted to go, but also I don't know where I'm supposed to go next, so I'm just trying to figure out what's maybe a place I haven't explored fully, how would I even get there. It's really hard for me to discern that information from the map. Perhaps intentionally, right? That could be a design decision that they don't want it to be easy for you to navigate. But that's, very frustrating for me as myself. Other players might enjoy that sense of being lost. I certainly enjoyed being lost in Hollow Knight, but I felt like I was able to have a much better sense of my position in the world in Hollow Knight because of the way different areas were broken out in the world map. But I also don't know how far along I am in this game, right? Am I still in the first area? I don't know how big this game is because I'm just playing this kind of blind without a lot of research. You see me struggling with a jump here because it's not even clear where the different heights are, or at least for me, tell where there's jumpable surfaces. Anyway, but I have color vision issues, so that might not be true for anyone watching or playing this game. This room was really cool. This was a really good lesson in how to teach a mechanic. So if you see to the left of me here, so there's this blue bobbing thing above my head. And to the left of that, there's a little horizontal spike. Imagine that's not there, because I'm coming back to this room after I already solved the puzzle. So this blue grass here will kill you, which I learned the hard way. The first time I entered this room, it killed me. But you can see you can get past it and get away from its grip. Anyway, so I died there one time, and then I came from a totally different direction and fell down this giant pit into more bluegrass, which I was able to escape and that was the first time I had not been killed by bluegrass after it touched me, so that taught me I could escape from it. And I'm curious if that pit is non-lethal or if it is just maybe better designed. Anyway, so then I came here and I tried to jump up, but that spike wasn't there and I couldn't jump up, so I grabbed a spear and threw it into the wall. And you have to do that here to get out. So I have just learned a tactic in the world that I can find spears and throw them so that I can get up to higher areas that I couldn't get to before. So now potentially the whole map might have new areas I could find because of that. I don't know, right? Like, I don't remember areas in the map specifically where there was like an area that was just out of reach and there were definitely spikes nearby, but it's a possibility. So at this point, I was just, again, trying to figure out what was a new way forward. And I had found a new way forward until I fell down that tunnel with the bluegrass and then suddenly learned about spike throwing into walls to get higher. So yeah, I mean, this game is beautiful. Like, just looking at the pixel art on this, I would love to see like a giant all-in-one picture of this whole map, what it looks like, because it seems like every scene connects to another one. Blue bug just ran into me. Oh, that was something I noticed watching through this, is that, so there's that upper area, and that blue bug had flown out of it, which kind of gets the player to pay attention to that gate, or, you know, opening tube, and I had not been up here before, and I'm wondering if that was specifically to draw me up, because last time I went around through the lower area. And so I thought this rumbling was cool screen shake to make it feel like that machine behind me was alive when I just landed here, and that's what I thought was going on. Little did I realize I was about to be destroyed by rain. So my little ferret person was just like, oh, what's going on? And then the rain starts and I'm like, uh-oh, because I know the rain is bad, but I've never experienced it before. So then I'm frantically trying to run away, like, where is there a hibernation pod? I don't know. This room starts filling up with water, and I'm wondering if I should have waited and then jumped up there, because last time I couldn't, but then I wanted to see what was here, and then it was doom, and I couldn't get back, and the rain pushed me down, and I died. But then I didn't press space. I just sat here with my death, because I decided that the character I was playing, this was where they died. Yes, my character had died before. I had fallen victim to numerous plants. More plants than animals actually tricked me, because they tend to camouflage themselves, and so I walk right into their traps, as opposed to the animals, which I can see coming. Anyway, so I was killed by the plants, and a lot of times, but this death here in the rain is so much more artistic and cinematic, like the way that it's so totally distorting and you can't even see where the character is anymore. It's like a yellow blur, but it's also interesting because it's still moving, and I'm like, is the physics on that body still active? Like, is this ragdoll physics going on? And it eventually falls off this cliff, which potentially is showing the player a new area that they might be able to climb to if there's not rain the next time they're here. Because I'm sure there's like a cycle to the days that determine when the rain comes, that you have to learn as you play, something like that. But I just thought that was a beautiful way for the game to end. Like, this ferret overcame so much trying to explore, and yes, my character technically died before, but, you know, in this universe it didn't until the rain. And I just thought that was a beautiful place to end a game. And I have no idea if I've completed 5% of the game or 50% of the game. Because, again, I just don't know the scope of this game. And the game hasn't really given me clear goals aside from those, like, 2 locked doors. But, you know, I'm assuming there's a power-up that will open those doors. But I'm like, are those to whole new areas? And this is just, like, the first of 10 zones? Or is this... have I seen a significant portion of the world, and I don't realize it? I don't know. It's interesting, and I thought I would talk about it. So thank you for listening.